What's going on, JEROME homies? It is Wednesday. That means it is time for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. If you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you're wrong. How's it feel? Starting off as we always do at 32 and 33, disrespectfully. We got the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers 33. Got the Packers. Got the Bears at 32. So the Packers allegedly beat Seattle. Congratulations. Cool. Allegedly they're 10-4, but it's okay. They're going to be knocked down the wild card round. Is what it is. Then you got the Bears. 8 losses in a row. Like, how do you start out 4-2 and then lose on a Hail Mary and then just lose 8 straight, including 2 to the Vikings? Happens, man. But Caleb, I don't know. Like, I want Caleb to succeed, but I don't want it to be in Chicago. So maybe this is the path that he has to take, where he bombs out in Chicago, he goes somewhere else. Hey, Caleb Williams, want to be J.J. McCarthy's backup in 3 years? Why not? 31. You got the Giants. Ugh. They're just, I don't know. Like, I understand it's really tough being a Giants fan. It makes you feel less bad for them because they won 2 Super Bowls in 2007 and 2011, as well as most of them are Yankees fans, so screw them. Yeah, but the Giants need to clean house. Like, I don't want to hear anything about bringing back Joe Shane. I don't want to hear anything about bringing back Brian Daboll, and they got to go all in. Like, secure a top 2 pick, get one of the quarterbacks, and go from there. 30, got the Patriots. I don't know if Gerard Mayo is safe, because this team has just been straight up embarrassing the last couple of weeks. Drake May is a stud. Gonzo is a stud. Everyone else playing for jobs, man. 29, you got the Raiders. So, Aiden O'Connell might be back. Desmond Ridder looked terrible against the Falcons. The defense looked okay in spots, but I don't know. Like, the Raiders right now have the 1 seed. Do they take Shador? Do they hire Dion, part and parcel? I think it's possible that Antonio Pierce is one and done out in the desert. 28, you got the Tennessee Titans. Will Levis finally got benched after 3 interceptions, but, you know, like, Callahan and his crew, like, they need a talent infusion. I think that Tennessee could make some sense for Sam Darnold if he hits free agency, but, yeah, it's not great right now in Music City. 27, you got the Jets. Hey, you won a game. So the Jets, once they've been eliminated from playoff contention, all of a sudden turns into the 2007 Patriots. All they do is win. Hey, Rodgers and Devontae Adams not looking like ass. Not looking like ass. How do you do it? Just, I feel for Jets fans because obviously, once you're eliminated, you can root for the tank, right? Because, I mean, once you're out, you're out. All right, so may as well get as good a draft position as possible. But then the Jets start winning games. Oh, man. What a roll. 26. Got the Browns down 2 spots. Ugh. All right, so Jameis might get benched for DTR, but I don't know. Like, it felt like they had opportunities in this game, but just didn't come together. Yeah, also Myles Garrett got dinged up. And, yeah, the mistake by the lake. I mean, there's a lot of problems right now with the Browns. Does GM Andrew Berry and head coach Kevin Stefanski, our guide, like, do they survive this regime? What happens with Deshaun? I don't know. 25. You got the Colts down 2 spots. I don't know, like, the Colts are just straight up embarrassing, man. Like, that double pass going to Nick Bonito for a pick 6. And Jonathan Taylor Thomas dropping the ball at the 1-inch line. No. I don't know. Like, could Shane Steichen be a surprise firing? I guess it's possible because the Colts are quasi in playoff contention still, but Richardson isn't working out. And I don't know. 24, you got the Niners down 3 spots. They're ass. Hey, you know Brock Purdy's going to be the highest paid quarterback in NFL history, and he's not even better than Sam Darnold? No. I do think that Kyle Shanahan could be the surprise firing or potentially even traded. I think that's certainly in the cards. 23, you got the Jaguars up 4 spots. So, new run thing against the Jets. Brian Thomas Jr. looks like the truth. But other than that, like Jacksonville, it really is a very polarized league right now. And generally the NFL wants parity all over the place, but there are some good teams, and there's a lot of teams that are just straight up ass. Saints are also one of them. So Jake Hayner is not it. Yeah, they're just playing out the string. Darren Rizzi, interim head coach, he's going to be gone. And basically this team needs to be gutted, and they just got to ride out all those dead cap hits. 21, you got the Cowboys up 5 spots. Going out on the road, beating a pretty good Carolina team. Right, so maybe they're starting to get things together. I don't know if they can make a playoff push, but I don't know. It's kind of great because they're saving Mike McCarthy's job. 20, you got the Falcons staying pat. So Kirk Cousins finally broke his touchdown drought. Great, but he looks like ass. Majan is good defensively. They have some nice pieces, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the Falcons need to start Penix because otherwise, why'd you draft him at 8? But I understand the embarrassment and the sunk cost of Kirk Cousins' contract. But Falcons fans are fed up, man. They want some change. 19, you got the Panthers. So they're down 2 spots. 3-11. Amber is the color of your energy, but they play hard, man. They fight. They're bereft of talent. Bryce Young, I think that he's earned another year. I think the Canlis starting to get the best out of him. Thielen is looking good, man. So there you go. You got 18. You got the Dolphins down 3 spots. I mean, Mike McDaniel's just embarrassing. 3-15 in games versus teams over 500, and the Dolphins, they just underachieve. And it's like when some former players have said, this team is soft, and I think they take the direction from their coach. Really do. 17, you got the Cardinals up 2 spots. I mean, they're plucky. I don't think that they're quite ready for prime time yet. They got a nice win at home against New England, getting to 7-7, but nah. 16, got the Lions down 12 spots. Now, this is not even malicious. This is the Lions as it is, because Aleem McNeil, Carlton Davis going IR. David Montgomery's season is over. They just have too many injuries, and they're not going to be able to stop anyone. I mean, sure, hey, Jared Goff threw 5 touchdowns, but they were never in danger of winning this game. Like, they were never in contention with the Bills. They never led at any point. It wasn't tied except for when it was at 0-0. So, yeah, the Lions, I think the Lions are cooked. And it's a shame because, they're a damn good team, ravaged by injuries, but the door is wide open for the Vikings to take the North as well as take the 1 seed. And Detroit, I mean, they'll make the wild card, but I think that they could be a first-round exit as well. 15, you got the Texans up 1 spot. I still don't trust Houston, man. I've been burned too many damn times by the stupid team. 14, you got the Bengals up 2 spots. I don't think that they can make a push for the playoffs, but it would be interesting if they got in. And it is Joe Burrow and Chase and Higgins against the world. The offensive line is bad. The defense is worse. So, I don't know. 13, you got the Chargers down 2 spots. Things got away from them in the Bucs game. They got humbled. Their defense, which is pretty damn good, got cooked a little bit by Mike Evans and Baker and company, but they'll bounce back on Thursday night against the Broncos. Seahawks down 3 spots. Embarrassing. Just an embarrassment. And Geno got dinged up. TBD if he plays Sunday against the Vikings, but just no call, no show in a game where you could have really established himself in the playoff picture, but no. Not so much. And also, that vaunted defense that looked good for a couple weeks, not so much. 11, you got the Broncos up 2 spots, so the holds ever at home against Indianapolis. That defense is pretty damn solid. I'm not ready to give credit to stupid-ass Sean Payton. Can't do it. 10, you got the Buccaneers up 4 spots, putting the bang thing out in L.A. Against the Chargers. I mean, how bad did the Browns F up with Baker, right? And just because he had a shoulder injury for a year, they're like, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's trade heaven and earth and give Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed $250 million deal. Let's do that. 9, you got the Commies up 3 spots. So they go down to New Orleans, near run thing. Scary Terry has a couple touchdowns. Jane Daniels still looking good. Defensively, they're a work in progress. But also, I think the Commies beat the Eagles this weekend. I got a feeling in my bones. Rams are 8-6, winning on Thursday night. Sort of ugly fashion against the 49ers, but they will travel west to east, take on the Jets this week. 7, got the Steelers down 2 spots. So I don't know. They just ran into a better team, and the Steelers. TJ Watt got dinged up. I don't know what the plan is on offense. Russ isn't it for the future, even though he's been solid this year. But trust Tomlin, and they'll be a tough out either way in the AFC. 6, you got the Chiefs up 1 spot. So Mahomes got his ankle dinged up in this game, but it was sort of a tough slog game against the Browns. Defense showed up and showed out, and I know Mahomes wants to play because the 1 seed is very important for them. Also, having things run through Arrowhead is important for this version of the Chiefs, but we'll see. But it would be such a Vikings thing. Hey, we won the Super Bowl. We beat Carson Wentz and the Chiefs. It'd be great. 5, the Ravens. I don't know, like Lamar for me, if there was ever going to be a co-MVP, Lamar and Josh Allen, makes sense. I know that Derrick Henry wants to make up for this sort of whatever game against New York, but sort of is what it is. Lamar with 5 touchdowns is good to go. It's going to be dangerous for them. I think I know this is said every year, but I think this is the year where Lamar and the Ravens get over the hump in the playoffs. 4, you got the Oregon Ducks. I love my Ducks. So they got the bye, flying high. They're number 1 team in the country. Love Dan Lanning. Love Dylan Gabriel. There you go. 3, you got the Eagles. So they're down 1 spot. I know they took care of business at home, except, you can't downgrade what the Bills did going into Detroit. By the way, the Bills defense is ass. Thank you as well. But Josh Allen is just a freaking alien, and things are good to go there. And lastly, what can I say? What else can I say? Vikings 12-2, controlling their destiny in the NFC North, going to get the 1 seed in the NFC. And hell, if and when the Chiefs slip up a couple times, hey, the Vikings end up 15-2, best record in the National Football League, maybe even best point differential. Don't know. It's certainly possible and plausible. Go in and beat Seattle, beat Green Bay at home, and then go into Detroit and beat their weak inside, beat their ass. All right, so the Vikings, what else can I say? Team of destiny. That's what it feels like. Anyways, that's it. That's it. Week 16 NFL Power Rankings. If you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you're wrong. How does it feel? Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull Production Value.